PFP rebrands for 2022 election. Low levels of company tax collection irks bank. Transport Minister arrives in Vanimo.
This is National EMTV News with Toraho Morea.
Welcome, this is Sunday's news. After 10 years of being dormant, People's First Party has awakened and is preparing to enter PNG's political field. Last night, the party held a fundraising dinner at the Stanley Hotel in Port Moresby. Parliamentary leader and Yanguru South Sea MP Richard Maru says PFP is built on core values and wants to build a better Papua New Guinea with God first.
People's First Party is not new to PNG politics. Last night was a special moment for the party. It's rebranding to prepare for the 2022 national elections. Prime Minister James Marape and other party leaders were also present as coalition partners. For PFP, the party wants to grow and be an institution.
You can be a member, you can be a voter, or you can support our policies. As you've seen the presentation tonight, we are all for Papua New Guinea. We are not alone, and we are inclusive party.
People's First Party was founded by former Morobe Governor Luther Wenge. After he lost his seat in 2012, the party had no parliamentary leader until the appointment of Yanguru South Sea MP Richard Maru earlier this year. He outlined the party's core values and how the party wants to grow with and for the people.
We must cut the cost of doing business. We must stop food imports. We must improve education and get more from our resources. We must get from mining and petroleum and invest in the sustainable industries like fisheries, agriculture, and that's what we're about in the People's First Party. We're about building a strong, robust economy that's able to generate enough income, 100 billion plus, so we can meet the needs of our people, from hospitals, district hospitals, free school fee, better healthcare, and do a whole lot more.
The former government minister was critical in his speech, creating better options to citizens, harnessing local resource and maximizing benefits for all. MP Maru said People's First Party will partner the current coalition but will push for changes in running the affairs of the country.
We cannot continue to have government businesses which are not performing, like PNG Power, like telecom. They are continue to be a huge burden to this country. Time has come for us to make some hard decisions. PAP part of our government that will now bring in the private sector, that will re-engineer all these organizations and start getting them to deliver services.
Prime Minister James Marape gave Pangu's backing to PFP, saying now is the time to change the development landscape of the country. He says Pangu and PFP share similar development aspirations and working together will be bonus for Papua New Guinea.
For your vote decides who becomes your leaders. We have 46 years of experience. Those potential in agriculture, tourism, downstream processing of our resources has always been there, but no one dared to step in the direction for downstream processing, value adding, import substitution. I mean, gold, for goodness sake, is the easiest. Yet we fly to Perth and process in Perth instead of processing in country. And so when we talk about downstream processing, our gold, our fish, our timber, our agriculture, all must happen in our country, and the People's Party's aim to be economically independent by 2032 is very much possible.
Appointment of Honorable Richard Maru as party leader. The founders and executives of the People First Party appointed the member for Yanguru South Sea.
Jack Lapawe Jr., National EMTV News.
BSP Financial Group Limited has expressed concerns over continued low levels of company tax collections in the country. CEO Robin Fleming, in an exclusive interview with EMTV News this week, said despite some improvements in GST collections, the government needs to be tough on other sectors like property businesses, rather than focusing mainly on the banking and telecommunications sectors for improved company tax collection.
Mr. Clerk.
Apart from the issue of dominant player levy that dominated the budget debate on Tuesday this week, as well as dialogue on it in the business community since its introduction, concerns on other taxes have also been raised. BSP Financial Group Limited CEO Robin Fleming shared the bank's views on various taxes in the 2022 national budget compared to last year or prior budgets.
GST collections have improved in 2021 compared to 2020. The growth in GST collections next year is also somewhat large, and that's really how we need to be able to improve the contributions from all parts of the businesses around PNG towards the overall revenue of government.
CEO Fleming raised particular concern on continued low rates of company tax collections.
Company tax collections is still somewhat low, and we can see that there's many businesses who do continue to expand but don't necessarily contribute taxes. There's a lot of growth in certain property segments, and if we took the time to go back and have a look at those businesses and see whether they're in a position where they have been paying all their GST and all their company tax, possibly there wouldn't be the reliance on two sectors, banking and telecommunications, to look for those one-off large contributions.
The issue of excise tax on alcohol and tobacco was brought up by Alotau MP Charles Abel whilst providing an analysis and response from the opposition side on the budget, citing swinging changes in decisions with various governments.
It is the same principle as reversing the former government's decision to lower the excise tax rate on alcohol and tobacco. This lowering of the tax rate actually increased revenue by reducing illicit or black market trade and encouraging the formal sector. When the new government came in, they rushed to increase the excise tax again, thinking that raising the tax would raise revenue. In fact, the outcome was exactly the opposite. And we lost hundreds of millions of kina in tax. Revenue was lost. The government in this budget now is reversing that decision, realising that mistake.
Let me take this opportunity to thank our good corporate foreign citizens of our country who declare a honest declaration and pay an honest tax to the government of Papua New Guinea. Mr. Speaker, let me thank them for the royalties we continue to enjoy. Let me thank them for the custom duties and withholding taxes as well, for the employment opportunities that our people have as a result of their investment, and also the income tax as a result of the workforce.
Dennis Orere, National MTV News.
Central Province Governor Robert Agarobe says Bautama will be developed into a hub. She says under the provincial government's plan, the location is ideal with land available for further development. Governor Agarobe said this is an equal opportunity for the people of Central.
The Central Governor announced this at the recent groundbreaking ceremony of the new and first ever Central Provincial Hospital. He says a lot of planning has been done to develop this massive land allocation. Agarobe is confident this will be significant for the mass Central population.
We have about 760 hectares of land here, and in part of the provincial plan, we plan to develop this as a commercial hub for the province. So you will see that there's a few things happening. We've done a lot of work in the area here in terms of survey and planning. We now currently have a company that's doing GIS mapping on a town plan.
Bautama is on the east of Port Moresby, about a 5 minutes drive out of the city. Governor Agarobe says this is an ideal location for Central Province to develop. With the new provincial hospital kick-starting work there, the governor says more infrastructure will be built.
We have also equipment out there parked at the back. These are all part of the provincial government plans, the plans that we have. We have our own subsidiary businesses that have been set up to help develop and progress our plans.
He says these are exciting times for Central people. Agarobe says Bautama will be developed with the new provincial hospital allocated 50 hectares.
Central provincial government is fortunate to have a few pockets of land in strategic areas.
And so when the National Health Department sought my assistance to secure land to build the hospital, nursing college, and the transit drugstore, it only made sense to have the hospital built on our titled land. The provincial government has allocated 50 hectares for this significant project.
Jack Lapava Jr., National MTV News.
Monica Manau, a long-serving staff of PNG Ports Corporation Limited, was given the honour of christening PNG Ports' latest pilot boat, Davage. Davage is the second of 5 customised pilot boats for PNG Ports, built by renowned boat makers in Australia. Deputy Chairman of PNG Ports, Harvey Nee, said the addition of Davage into the PNG Ports fleet of pilot boats moves the company ahead in the marine pilotage sector. The first pilot boat, Siabo, was delivered early this year and christened in April. The remaining 3 are expected to be delivered next year. Davage is named after the beach in Boira, from which the first Lakatoi was launched for the inaugural Hiri trade. Over 500 students from various tertiary institutions in PNG will be engaged in voluntary community service in Western Province in December 2022. Through their faith, the PNG Adventist tertiary students will share and provide free clinical services, education talk, and law and order awareness, among others, to the villages.
Students all around the country are getting involved in gospel works to share the word of God to others in communities. In recent years, the PNG Adventist Tertiary Students Association, or PNG ATSA, have been sharing message of hope during conventions held throughout the country. The official launching of the 19th biennial convention for PNG ATSA was held in Kiunga Town SDA Church on Saturday. This opening was launched before church members and the executives of the PNG ATSA. ATSA President Stuart Kalan said students will be doing voluntary community services aiming at serving people in rural villages. He said students will be going out into selected rural areas in the 3 districts of Western Province to conduct free healthcare services, among others considering geographical challenges. He said many are forgotten and longing to be cured in rural community, and that students are keen to help people and to share the word of God. With a theme Bible verse of Psalm 46 verse 1 to 3, the reconvention is scheduled from the 4th to 10th of December, followed by the convention scheduled from the 11th to 18th December of 2022 in Kiunga. The ATSA president is encouraging students and the Adventist churches in the country to uphold a tradition existing since 1984. Jamie Harrow, National MTV News.
You're watching National MTV News. More stories after these short messages. Welcome back. A district in Eastern Highlands is seeing timely developments in different sectors. The Daulo District Development Authority has heavily invested in improving schools, rehabilitation of rural roads, support to coffee farmers, and rural electrification. The local MP, Pogio Gates, says it's about improving people's lives and wealth creation. Here's this week's A Closer Look.
The Daulo District Development Authority is committed to improving people's lives through various impact projects the district is rolling out. These projects cover the education sector, agriculture, rural electrification, and road projects.
On behalf of the Honorable Member, as the CEO, na me proud to work belangan vision belangan na all work I'm like making inside the education sector. You know, there's lots of all plenty all other sectors too. Power na, long roads na, long all solar me pla putim long at the school finish.
In the education sector, the DDA has spent over 10 million kina to help improve the quality of education in the district, and that is through school fee assistance for students and infrastructure development in various schools in the district. Solar panels were installed in various schools in the district to ensure the school has reliable electricity supply. One school that has benefited from this support is Waterbung Primary School.
There has been some developments, but not to that very expectation. We are more glad that we have the school established on the highway, but there has not been a big development. Until this time of the year, we can see some of the changes that are taking place. The first one that we can see is the solar that was put up by our honorable member, Pogio Gate, which is helping us a lot. The generator that we have in the school has given us a lot of problems. It has been a problem to us in photocopying our papers to give out handouts and all this to our for the good of our students' learning, but it has disturbed a lot. And now that Pogio Gade has given us this solar, which is not giving us any problem because we are using this solar. Okay, on top of that, we have a classroom, science lab, which has been given to us also by our honorable member for Daulo. Our project is coming almost towards the end. It's only the final touches that they are going to put, the carpenters, and it will be finished.
Solar mi pla putim long at school finish start long border long mangiro coming up and finish long yami fana korpan and now I'm back down osem but mi pla finish mogata. So that's like 1 plus something, me pla make him, honorable member I make him, another plus something I make him too, and morgata school pla me pla. Inside long download by orgata magi by got uniform from elementary to high school. So orgata by got uniform next year. And that's like 1 plus incentive long and 2 and make him, that's like by me pla loans him pretty close to now. Now all this like something me pla make him and long. Put him education go pass. Or some priority pla me pla make so. All picking pla lo download almost go big plus school almost come up a good plan inside the community plan or you can help him download or grow more.
Inside of Daulo district, MSI producing 210 and winning Goroka.
Daulo district is one of the first coffee producing districts in the country, but due to years of neglect, most coffee plantations have run down and most smallholder farmers have left coffee for other businesses.
Plantiman oligo back lo oklo garden, lo plantim cabbage or carrot, onion, potato or this like kind cow bag, all this pla. So coffee only no got interest lower them. Coffee ga plan di hatok longen na tu price blongen all middleman all sabe rausin plantin all game liri lo all growers. Plan di hatok is I come up lo all growers. Lo kilim grass die, prunim coffee, cut him, walking barret drainage. All this la something em need plan di money through. Through its coffee rehabilitation program, the Daulo DDA is supporting coffee plantation owners and smallholder farmers to rehabilitate coffee in the district. The aim is to help farmers have access to markets and develop the coffee industry.
To be honest, I think people of Papua New Guinea implement a wise minister of coffee. Minishim fund the national government. Mission DSAB fund. Mission DSAB fund will make sure coffee work district blooming must go because time government putting work coffee me like accounts and down must come about them what I mean pilot district inside of district inside the country. Pilot district so You can look him. Dalo and one blahab where area where I'm producing more coffee, lo Eastern Islands. So people no can worry all them. Blahab coffee na black sim coffee way. Market no problem do market and problem do market so just for coffee tas.
Coffee plantation owners and smallholder farmers were also urged to go back into farming.
On behalf of all plantation, was first trip go down finish lo Numbia plantation and now you come lo Atavile. Mila talk thank you through lo government lo Mr. Pogio Gate, Honorable Member Pogio Gate, this year 2021. Since all Narabla members lo daulo, istap kamosem all no been lug lo coffee. Na come now lo time lo Mr. Gate, Honorable Member lo daulo na Vice Minister. Mikat big blahama so sem dislaman now lugo sem got papa true got bell blo papa true lo daulo. That's why now work lo invest planty look planty lo plantation smallholders. Now you look him lo now you missed up lata ville plantation now you look him kai kab lo one investment blame now coffee green na ready lo big blo harvest next year na now contribute big blo goncher lo economy blo country too.
With these development projects, there is also a need for better road connection in the district. Most vital road links in the district have been neglected for many years. The deteriorated roads in the district has been a challenge for people in most parts of the district. Through local company Daulo Civil Works Limited, road maintenance and upgrade is now underway. The vital road links include the Asaro, Kongi and Kofena roads. These vital road links will provide access to markets and other basic services for the people.
There's a road no go through na mipla ino sabe amamas lo drive go come na road pull up lo pothole na ground mud na all this la time lo rain mipla section bagarap so me like talk thank you lo member lo mipla Honorable Pogio Gate and been looking this la heavy blow all people inside lo here 4,000 plus man many all sleep inside lo this la hap roti ganta plogen na and find him some money go inside now. There's a road them come up good straight now. We play can go come anytime.
Responsibility as a leader, you must continue on lifelong man. So under those Latin, me blood try all get away. Where venue me blood thing also remember not blood system of people me blood try best. Some blood have me blood time, some blood have not time. So all get a project me blood thing walk him inside the district. All get a me blood put him submission finish, put him on side, ready to walk him. But then me blood might need money. Me blood need money. Now yet people go on tablo kongi. People go on tablo kongi, but Mila didn't money, but Mila somehow I'm walking at the road yet. Mila must have some people to download. You know, also before Mila try more attack, can well or help him make sure service block man. You black kiss him.
Talk thank you lo now talk lo you lo finishing this la road here road lo kongi 1 na kongi 2 here mi ama masol sem you must finish him before lo Christmas na equal sem mi no boneme pushim you so mi like him this something must come up because some need people lo kongi apasarona mi plus arona sem host lo road here kariam sa already mi plus sem host you go come kalap na plus come so now mi plus looking diglik light come up here mi plus like him more.
About 16,000 to 17,000 ban meri also blood that labista. So me blood try lo give me as much as we can. But if I construction work like this, construction work also you know that easy. I'm costing money. But me blood mas also download still works. And one blood company blood download district DDA. So me blood try how best but me blood can deliver him and look him. But me blood thank you. Lo government lo Papua New Guinea, lo government lo James Marape. Los sosim sam la project in Jaradano district. Mibla tingo semba mibla completing this road by end of next year or the end of this year.
With the road project, the DDA is also rolling out the rural electrification program in the district. This is to ensure people have access to reliable electricity.
Now mibla stop dalo rural electrification mibla working scope finish. Scope covering whole Daulo district from Meriaka all the way to Keto. Now inside the slab total distance below HV or high voltage walk Bamibla Wakim Logam 92 kilometers, 92.1 kilometers. So inside the 92.1 kilometers, we blow costing blogem, and then costing blow HV walk look close to 32 million, covering full download district. So first the phase we blow start team, and by looking all postal sana backside Lumina lo front Lumitu, we blow start team and that's the longest distance from Asaro to Kongi 1. That's 16.4 kilometer. By road and then by power line distance, it's 13.4 kilometer. So project start finish, mipla go, mipla district, want them helping the district, na helping the Pangupati, all been funding close to 1.6 million lo working procurement the material. And then we've got a crane track coming up since Mipla Lukumos it will be costly low by my higher low crane track na kind of same. Mipla passage low and crane track, I think it's at lane now, should be traveling up next week or following week. And then we've also passage steel poles, na all get all accessories for fabrication. So at the back of me you can look him around 146 poles and slip. There's 146 poles and basana from Buckley, went up will get a Kongiwan Primary School. That will cover around close to 12,000 population. People will live along that corridor of road. So this la power walk and begin big plus service contact line land upside. Kongi na Asaro want them.
All these development projects in Daulo are to ensure people have access to basic government services, have access to markets, and to improve their living standards.
You're watching National MTV News. More stories after these short messages. Welcome back. Minister for Transport William Sam arrived in beautiful Vanimo this afternoon to an overwhelming welcome. He was accompanied by Secretary for Transport Roy Mumu. They are in Vanimo ahead of Prime Minister James Marape's expected visit tomorrow.
It's always a quiet Sunday in Vanimo town with businesses closed for the rest of the day. Church or other activities such as quiet fishing afternoon is always the order of the day. Today it was different as a number of people packed Vanimo Airport to welcome Minister for Transport William Sam and his Secretary Roy Mumu. Member for Vanimo Green and Opposition Leader Belden Nama arrived on the same plane and also welcomed the Minister together with Deputy Governor for West Sepik, Sipora Yomun and her administration staff. A traditional group from Teleformin and a small Simbu community in Vanimo with all the unique and colorful attires escorted the Minister out. The Minister is in Vanimo a day ahead of the arrival of Prime Minister James Marape. Marape arrives on Monday for the official opening of several major projects and the groundbreaking ceremony for Vanimo Port. Jamie Harrow, National MTV News.
According to statistics from the National Control Center, following his PNG's update on COVID-19 as at 2nd of December, 35,390 positive cases have been recorded so far, of which 34,322 recovered. The number of active cases has risen to 518, with 36 new cases, while the number of deaths increased to 550. The number of people tested stands at 249,149, while the number of people vaccinated is 348,938. Total Delta cases stands at 298. You're watching National MTV News. Trukai Sports is next. Stay tuned for the details.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The 6 Mile Crows have booked their place in the grand final of the Mosby South Rugby Football League's A-grade division. The Crows defeated Vadavada United 16-4 in the semi-final clash yesterday.
The Mosby South Rugby Football League hosted its semi-final matches this weekend at the Mosby South Stadium in Calgary. In the first semi-final for the A-grade division, the 6 Mile Crows proved too strong for Vadavada United, overcoming their spirited opponents 16 points to 4. As the Crows became the first team to secure their spot in the A-grade division grand final.
We have only some few ball patterns that we used to, game plan that we used to have, and we used to just follow those plans. I used to tell them, don't play outside the box. If the game pressure is on, you just stick to the game plan and make sure you just follow the game plan. Just play under the game plan so that we can succeed at the end. And now we came through and we are happy that we play the grand final next week.
The game was dominated by the Crows, who had the lion's share of possession, as their attacking plays started to find gaps in United's defense, while the 6 Mile team muscled up in defense, shutting down any offensive plays from Vadavada.
Because of little pressure, they're trying to go outside the box, but I used to tell my trainer, get inside and tell the boys, slow the game up and play under the game plan, and we'll make sure we'll win the game, and we've done it.
Huxley Lovai, Trukai Sports.
The inaugural Charles Lee Cup has kicked off in Mount Hagen. Already, it's becoming the biggest off-season rugby league competition in Papua New Guinea, and following in the legacy of the Ipatas Cup. The success of the inaugural Charles Lee Cup tournament is already reaping incomparable results in just the first year of initiation, with players selected into the Hagen Eagles team. Tournament patron Charles Lee believes there is more to be unearthed from this concept for all 4 districts of Western Highlands. That ends Trukai Sports. The weather report is next. All the details after the break.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
Weather forecast for the afternoon and tonight. Southern region, Port Moresby mostly cloudy with some patchy showers and possible thunderstorms. Daru partly cloudy with chances of a shower or two. Kerama mostly cloudy with brief showers and possible thunderstorms. In Alotau, partly cloudy with chances of a few showers. And in Popondetta, mostly cloudy with chances of a few showers and possible thunderstorms. Over to Momase. Ley, mostly cloudy with some showers. Vanimo, mostly cloudy with a few showers. Madang, mostly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. And mostly cloudy with a few showers in Wewak. To the New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, mostly cloudy with brief showers and possible thunderstorms. In Kavieng, mostly cloudy with some showers. Kokopo, Rabaul, mostly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. And in Kimbe, mostly cloudy with some showers. In Buka, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorms. And the Highlands region, Mount Hagen, becoming cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. To Goroka and Kundiawa, becoming cloudy with a few showers and possible thunderstorms as well. And Mendi and Wabeg, becoming cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
That's the news, sports and weather for Sunday, 5th of December 2021. Have a safe working week. Good night.